Hi, this is a quick lesson for Theo actually. Theo's asked me to help him with some things to do with his Roland TD-12 and his SPD SX. Now, in front of me, I've got those two. I've got TD-12 over here. Everything I talk about on the TD-12, you could be using a TD-20, TD-30, whatever you want. They do the same things, even the cheaper modules. And the SPD SX. Now, what Theo's asked me is he wants to be able to hit his snare drum on his electric kit, his TD-12, but the noise come from this, the SPD SX. So there's only a couple of things we've got to do on here to make this happen. We need to buy a MIDI lead, which we've already got over here. And I've already uploaded the sound I want to trigger. So on this pad here, I've got like a certain kind of drop. So what do I need to do this module? Well, first thing is I've got to go into the kit. So I press, see if you can see this, menu, kit, pad channel needs to be global. I need to take a note of that MIDI number, so just remember number 67, all right? MIDI note 67. So if I hit a different pad, you'll see it changes, right? I want that pad there to trigger, so it's 67. Right, let's exit out of that. The next thing I want to do is just check my settings for the MIDI. So to do that, I go kit and I go to setup. And then here, if I scroll down to the bottom, I've got MIDI here. I go into there, and my global channel needs to be set to 10. Channel 10. These settings here, local control on, MIDI sync off, so on, they'll be default. You won't need to change those, but in case you do, you can copy mine. These won't need to be switched on for this particular thing we're doing, but I've got another video where I talk about switching those on for controlling both modules by just using one of the ups and downs either here or over here. So that's it. Now, this module, TD-12. So what I need to do on here is, first of all, I need to make sure I've got a noise. Hit my snare drum, I've got something set, so I press instrument to see what I've got set. When I hit this snare drum, I'm actually playing a wah guitar up. So I'm going to turn that off because I don't want any sound. So I go all the way up on this module to as high as it'll go, and you'll see that it says off. So now when I hit the snare, no noise, that's what I want. Now within this same area, I've got control. I'm going to press control. And over here, I've got MIDI. I'll press MIDI. So you can see it's transmitting on the global channel, which is what I want. So if yours is set to something else, then easiest thing to do is change that to global, which you can see is a default channel 10 anyway. And the big thing I've got to change here is my note. So remember last one it was 67, yours might be 66, 62, whatever. Make it 67. Those others are not needed. Let me think next. Okay, and there's one other thing I've got to do in here just to make sure that it's working, which is go to my, well, let's come out of there so you can see where I'm going from. So from the main screen, I'm going into my setup. And now up here I've got MIDI, F1, and in here, sorry I can't see with the light on the screen, in here I've got to go, let me remember, right, MIDI, okay, yeah, MIDI channel. I want to make sure that my drum kit, transmit receive is on, and I'm on channel 10. You can copy my settings there. The other thing I want to check is the program here. I want to go in there. In fact, no, for this one I won't need to do that, but you can see what I was talking earlier about the receive and the transmit. You can switch these two guys on here again if you want to control it with these, but I think what we've done there is actually enough to kind of do what Theo was trying to do. So last bit, I get my MIDI lead, I plug it into the output of this guy, and I plug it to the input on the back of here. I hit the snare drum, and I'm triggering that sub drop on here. SPDSX, it needs his MIDI note to be the same as the one that the TD-12 sent, triggering. They need to be on channel 10 or the global channel. That's it, that's all I can think of. So hopefully that'll get you going. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. So good luck with that, and let me know how you get on. Cheers.